All right, let's dive in. Today we're going deep into Bangkok.
Deeper than the usual tourist spots, right?
Exactly. We've got a ton of local tips, advice from travelers, all pointing to some amazing off-the-beaten-path stuff.
Sounds like we're going to help people experience Bangkok like they actually live there.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Whether it's your first time or you've been before, there's always something new to uncover.
And what better place to start than temples?
Right. You can't talk about Bangkok without mentioning those. A lot of our sources say the Grand Palace and Wat Arun are absolute must-sees.
Especially Wat Arun with the Emerald Buddha.
Yeah, but what makes these temples so important, beyond just being beautiful buildings?
Well, temples are a huge part of Thai culture and Buddhism.
Oh, so it's more than just sightseeing.
For sure. These are active places of worship, community hubs, not just historical landmarks. When you visit, you get a real sense of the city's spiritual side.
I see. So it's like tapping into the heart of Bangkok.
Precisely.
One that really caught my eye was Wat Pho, the Temple of the Reclining Buddha.
Ah, yeah.
A statue that's 46 meters long.
Mm-hmm.
That's just mind-blowing.
It really is. But it's also where traditional Thai massage originated. They've got a renowned massage school there.
So you can get a spiritual experience and a physical one all in the same place.
Absolutely. Imagine you spend the day marveling at the reclining Buddha and then treat yourself to an authentic Thai massage.
Talk about experiencing Bangkok like a local.
Exactly. It's about immersing yourself in the culture.
And speaking of amazing sights, Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, right on the river.
Ah, Wat Arun. Gorgeous, isn't it?
Those incredibly detailed prangs. What are those exactly?
They're spire-like towers, a big part of Khmer-influenced architecture. You'll see them in a lot of Thai temples.
Okay, so it's a mix of influences, not just Thai.
Exactly. And Wat Arun's prang is extra special. All those colorful porcelain decorations.
It's more than just a pretty picture, right? It's got layers of history and cultural significance.
Exactly. Plus, you get some amazing city views, especially during sunset.
Breathtaking, I bet. Now, a few sources also recommend checking out some lesser-known temples,
Oh, absolutely.
like Wat Saket, the Golden Mount.
Yes. Wat Saket is unique. You climb this man-made hill, 300 steps to reach a golden shady at the top. Incredible panoramic city views.
Wow, that sounds like a workout with a reward.
And probably fewer crowds than those more famous temples.
Less touristy, more authentic.
Precisely. And then there's Wat Benchamabafit, the marble temple, known for its intricate carvings and peaceful atmosphere.
Peaceful atmosphere, that sounds nice. It seems like a lot of sources recommend visiting early morning to beat the heat and the crowds.
Yeah, that's a great tip from the locals. And remember, dress respectfully, cover your shoulders and knees.
Right, these are active places of worship, not just tourist spots.
Exactly. Being mindful and respectful is key.
So we've talked temples, but what else did you find in the sources that screams experiencing Bangkok like a local? What about those klongs I keep hearing about?
The klongs. Oh, you have to explore those. They're Bangkok's network of canals. A long-tail boat ride through them is a must.
It sounds like a completely different side of Bangkok.
Oh, it is. You glide past traditional wooden houses, see how people live their daily lives along the water. It's like a glimpse into the city's past when those canals were the main way to get around.
Like stepping back in time?
Exactly. A world away from the bustling city streets. A lot of sources suggest going early morning or late afternoon for the best light and cooler temperatures.
Smart. Okay, this one sounds a bit more offbeat. The Bangkok Plain Graveyard. Definitely not your average tourist spot.
It's a fascinating place, a bit surreal. You wander among these decaying airplane shells. Some people even live there and rely on tourist fees for income.
Wow, so there's a human element to it too.
Absolutely. It makes you think about the stories behind these objects and the people connected to them. Resourcefulness in unexpected places.
Definitely not something you'd find in a guidebook.
Right. Now let's talk about the Erawan Shrine, a Hindu shrine right in the middle of the city. That speaks to Bangkok's diversity.
Yeah, it's amazing how many religions coexist there. But what struck me was the sheer devotion people have for this shrine.
It's dedicated to the four-faced Brahma. People believe it grants wishes, so they come from all over, offering prayers, flowers, even traditional Thai dances.
Wow, so it's really a living, breathing place of faith.
It is. Every corner of Bangkok seems to have a story.
We're just scratching the surface here.
That's the beauty of exploring like a local, uncovering hidden stories, experiencing the culture.
All right, so we've done temples, klongs, plain graveyards, even a Hindu shrine. What else is in store for us on this Bangkok adventure?
Next up, we're diving into sensory overload and bargain hunting. Get ready for the markets of Bangkok.
The markets. Buckle up, everyone. This is going to be good.
Oh, it is. All right, ready to dive into the world of Bangkok markets? I'm excited about this one.
Me too.
Uh,
I'm already feeling overwhelmed just thinking about all the stuff we can find there.
Our sources are full of tips on the best markets, and there's just so much variety. We've got massive weekend markets, flower markets, amulet markets.
Where do we even begin?
I say we jump right in with the biggest one, Chatuchak Weekend Market. It's a beast. The largest market in all of Asia, over 15,000 stalls spread out over like 35 acres.
That's practically its own little city. Our sources talk about it being a sensory overload, but in a good way. Clothes, antiques, art, food, even pets.
You name it, you can probably find it there.
It sounds amazing, but also kind of overwhelming. Do our sources have any advice for tackling a market that massive?
Yeah, they definitely recommend having a plan. Figure out what you're most interested in and focus on those sections. And don't be shy about bargaining.
Oh, right. Gotta haggle a bit.
It's part of the experience. And wear comfy shoes, you'll be doing a lot of walking.
Okay, comfy shoes and my bargaining face. Got it. What other markets are we hitting up?
Let's go for a completely different vibe. The Yadpiman Flower Market. A total feast for the senses.
Just a riot of colors and scents, I bet. Our sources say going early morning is best. Not just for the cooler temps, but to see all those fresh flowers arriving.
Makes sense. Gotta catch those blooms at their peak. Plus, great photo ops.
Definitely gonna need a lot of pictures. Now, for something really unique, what about that amulet market?
Oh yeah, the amulet market. That's a deep dive into Thai beliefs about luck and protection. You can find amulets for anything you can think of.
Love, wealth, health, warding off evil.
Exactly. It's fascinating to see how those beliefs manifest in physical objects. Plus, the market itself is so lively.
I can imagine lots of passionate discussions about the power of different amulets.
It's a cultural experience you won't find anywhere else.
Okay, amulet shopping is a must. But after a day of market hopping, we're gonna need to chill.
Yes. Our sources had a lot to say about Bangkok's nightlife. Rooftop bars seem to be the place to be.
What's so special about those? I mean, bars are bars, right?
Not in Bangkok. Think stunning city views, live music, fancy cocktails, all with a touch of sophistication.
Sounds pretty swanky. Any specific spots come to mind?
Well, the one that pops up over and over is the Sky Bar at Lebu Estate Tower. Remember The Hangover Part 2?
Oh, yeah.
That's where they filmed some scenes. It's on the 63rd floor, one of the highest open-air bars in the world.
Wow. The view from up there must be incredible.
Breathtaking, according to our sources. Now, if you're after something a bit more intimate, there's the Moon Bar at the Banyan Tree Hotel, known for their signature cocktails and amazing views of the Chao Phraya River.
Okay, so a range of options for different vibes, but
Yeah.
got to remember dress code, right?
Right. Always good to check before you go. But a lot of the night markets, like the Rotfe Market, have rooftop bars, too. A little more casual, but still with great views.
So you get the market vibes and then a drink with a view. Perfect combo.
Exactly. Now, what about museums? Did anything in our sources pique your interest?
Yeah, actually. A few that seem to offer something a bit different, like the Jim Thompson House Museum.
Oh, interesting choice. Jim Thompson, the American who revitalized the Thai silk industry.
The one who mysteriously disappeared in 1967.
Yeah.
That story alone is captivating.
It is. But the museum itself is his former home, a beautiful teak house, now filled with his collection of Southeast Asian art and antiques.
Okay, so a bit of history, a bit of art, and a dash of mystery. I'm in. What else is there?
How about the Aero Museum? The one with that massive three-headed elephant statue.
Yeah, that's not your average museum entrance.
Not at all. The elephant is actually a building. Inside, you'll find all sorts of religious and cultural artifacts, a mix of Thai, Hindu, and Buddhist influences.
Wow, that's wild. I'm sensing a theme here of Bangkok blurring the lines between art, architecture, and culture.
Definitely. And for something totally different, how about the Art in Paradise Bangkok 3D Museum?
Oh, that one's all over Instagram.
It's full of optical illusions and interactive installations. Perfect for taking fun photos and just being silly.
Okay, museums checked off the list. But what about getting away from the city craziness for a bit? Did our sources have any recommendations for that?
Bangkok has some surprisingly great green spaces. For a real escape, there's Lumpini Park right in the heart of the city.
Like a little oasis in the middle of all the hustle and bustle.
Exactly. Locals go there to jog, do Tai Chi, or just relax by the lake.
Sounds peaceful.
Now, if you want something even more off a beaten path, check out Bang Ka Chao. It's an island in the Chao Phraya River, a world away from the city.
Wow, an island within the city.
Yep. Traditional houses, local markets, even a floating market on weekends.
Okay, that's definitely going on the itinerary.
Yeah.
A chance to experience a different pace of life.
Absolutely. But before we move on to day trips outside of Bangkok, there's one more thing our sources say we can't miss: a Muay Thai fight.
Muay Thai. That's Thailand's national sport, right? Super intense.
It is, full of action and steeped in tradition. You can catch fights at Lumpini Stadium or Rajadamnern Stadium.
The atmosphere must be electric.
Our sources say it's incredible, and if you're on a budget, you can watch for free at the Channel 7 Boxing Stadium on Sundays.
Nice. So no matter your budget, there's a way to experience this iconic sport. Okay, so far we've explored temples, markets, nightlife, museums, green spaces, and now Muay Thai.
We've covered a lot of ground.
But now I'm ready to venture outside the city. What day trip destinations did our sources recommend?
Some incredible ones. Let's start with a trip back in time to Ayutthaya.
Okay, we're back, ready to explore beyond Bangkok. We've covered so much ground in the city, but there's a whole world waiting just outside. Our sources are full of ideas for day trips, each one totally different.
Definitely a lot to choose from. But one place kept coming up again and again: Ayutthaya, the old capital of Thailand.
Ayutthaya, yeah. UNESCO World Heritage Site, right?
Exactly, and for good reason.
The way our sources describe it, it's like history coming to life. Ancient temples, towering prangs, Buddha statues everywhere.
Like stepping back in time.
A real contrast to bustling Bangkok. So, Ayutthaya was once a major city.
Oh, yeah. A huge center of trade and culture. Now it's these beautiful, haunting ruins, a reminder of Thailand's past.
And it's pretty easy to get to, right?
Totally. Bus, train, even a taxi if you want. And while you're there, gotta try the local specialty boat noodles.
Boat noodles.
Yeah.
It's the same dish we talked about before?
Same name, but Ayutthaya's got its own unique version. They say the recipe's been passed down from the vendors who used to sell them from boats on the canals.
Wow, so the food's got history too. That's amazing. Okay, for something completely different, what about that Make-Long Railway Market? That one sounds wild.
It's definitely unique. Picture a market, vendors selling all kinds of stuff.
Food, clothes, the usual.
All that and more. But here's the catch. It's all set up along an active railway track.
Wait, what? An active track? Like trains actually go through there?
Multiple times a day.
So what happens? Do they just stop everything and clear out?
Kinda. As the train gets close, they quickly pull back their stalls and awnings just inches from the train as it passes.
I can't even imagine. That's crazy. Talk about adaptability.
It's definitely a sight to see. Now, no trip to Thailand's complete without a floating market experience.
True. Our sources mention two options near Bangkok: Damnuan Sarawak and Tailing Chan. What's the difference?
Well, Damdon Sarawak is the more famous one, very touristy. Lots of vendors in wooden boats selling everything you can imagine. You can even take a boat ride through the canals.
Sounds cool, but also probably crowded.
It can be, yeah. Lots of tour groups. If you want something more local, more relaxed, Tailing Chan Floating Market is a good alternative.
Smaller, more authentic. I like it.
You'll find amazing food, handicrafts, and just a really chill vibe.
Perfect. Okay, last one, Kanchanaburi. It's a province, right?
Yep, west of Bangkok, known for its natural beauty, but also its World War II history.
Right, the Death Railway and the bridge over the River Kwai. Pretty heavy stuff.
It is a reminder of the war's impact. But Kanchanaburi also has stunning waterfalls, caves, national parks.
So you can experience history and nature all in one place.
Exactly, a good mix of reflection and beauty.
Wow, we've covered so much in this deep dive. From ancient temples to bustling markets, hidden alleyways to peaceful green spaces, Bangkok and its surroundings have something for everyone. It's been quite a journey.
I agree. And if there's one thing we've learned from our sources, it's that Bangkok is best experienced with an open mind. Be adventurous, talk to locals, get lost in the markets, embrace the unexpected.
That's where the real magic is.
Exactly.
So there you have it, folks. Our Bangkok deep dive is complete. We hope we've inspired you to discover your own adventures in this amazing city. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep diving deep.